Welcome back to Out of the Rough. I'm Fred Arnold. I'm joined by Brad Klimovich. Brad Klimovich is with the North Valley Anger Management Consultants, certified anger management facilitator. And Brad, I wanted you on the show because in business and in life, we have to communicate. And sometimes we don't communicate quite effectively, do we?
No, we don't.
So I think it's an important subject. And I want to, what is anger, frustration management? Tell me more about it.
It boils down to emotional intelligence and the ability to regulate your feelings, Fred. When we have emotions that are down, our stress level rises and our ability to communicate typically will sink, thereby elevating your propensity for anger. If we have a happy day, our stress level's down, communicate well, and why would you be angry when you have a happy day?
Right, right. And we think about it, we have to get the children up and going. We have to make sure that they're rolling. We run into some traffic. Someone cuts us off. We've had 2 cups of coffee, and we get in the office. Maybe we're not feeling so good.
No, we're not. And when we're looking at that, we have to get a little teamwork going at the house because teamwork is together each achieves more. And if you've got that kind of thing going on, wow, you get out of the house, everything's smooth. But if everyone's bumping heads and the kids are starting to fight, where does your stress level go?
Yeah, it goes right up.
Yeah.
Yeah. I want to talk about dealing with, let's say, coworkers. Frustrated coworkers. You know, they've had a bad day, and for whatever reason, they're a little bit hot. They're a little bit frustrated. They're a little bit concerned. How do you deal with a coworker when you run into that situation so you can turn it into a positive?
I always try and pitch in and help and see if there's something I can do. But there's times when people just want their space, and you let them vent, let them get it out, and let them feel as though their feelings are being heard. And eventually it's going to come down. Anything that's got hot air has got to come down just like a balloon. And let them have their space. You can talk about it after you cool off.
Yeah, and be empathetic?
Absolutely. You need to have empathy. And with empathy, that shows the concern that you're not there trying to judge somebody when they're having that bad day. Sometimes people become embarrassed after they blow up.
Yeah.
And then you can tell them, hey, it's okay.
It's okay, yeah, and that's part of teamwork.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And now that happens sometimes with customers.
Absolutely. And customers, without a doubt, they're there for a reason. You need to be able to hear what they have to say, and then you can help to redirect whatever their frustrations are and turn it into a win-win. It's better to have one person angry than 2. Yeah. There's no reason for the conflict.
Yeah, we've talked about that before. Better be one crazy than 2, one upset than 2.
That's the way it works.
Yeah. Let's talk about you can express your frustration in more than just the tongue, right?
Absolutely. Body language is huge. And you can read somebody sometimes coming into a room.
Yeah, like, Yeah, well, looking at you like, yeah, absolutely. It's probably 70% of what you communicate.
How are you going to talk to your boss when he looks grumpy first thing in the morning? You might not hit him until about lunchtime.
Certainly. And you need to be conscious of that.
You do. You really do.
Yeah. Any other coping skills that you want to share with us as far as somebody either being upset or coworker, or let's talk about spouse.
Spouse is huge. We also do a batter's intervention program where people, unfortunately, have altercations with their intimate partner, whether it be husband and wife, a boyfriend, girlfriend, and it's a huge problem in society. If you're arrested for something like that, Fred, not only will it affect you for the rest of your life, but what about your relationship? What happens if there's children? And what are you teaching them? Because anger is a secondary emotion. It's also a learned behavior. And we have a lot of people around us, and most of us aren't loners. We all have family and friends around us. And if you're going to keep those people near you, you need to be able to listen to them. And with that being said, who better to listen to than your wife? At your house, I'm sure that you have very good listening skills so that you can keep calm.
Exactly.
And that's the way it works. And when you don't, she increases your awareness. And that's sometimes not always pleasant. You want that to be pleasant. And that's how we try to bring it across to the folks and give them some new tools, some skills to consider, some replacement thoughts. We call it ART. Aggression replacement thoughts. And we're thinking here before we put it over to our tongue, which is the strongest muscle in our body. And that's what gets us in trouble most of the time.
And they always say you've got 2 ears and 1 tongue. So listen twice as much as you speak.
And that works beautifully.
Yeah. Just real briefly, we didn't have much time together, but I think it's an important subject. for business and for life. Your classes and one-on-ones. Tell me how someone can get the information necessary to succeed when they come into frustrating situations.
Well, we have a website that is very, very popular, and with my business partner, Karen Fincher, she puts out a number of blogs on a weekly basis with hot topics that relate to what people are thinking about. And in the internet world, put something in a search engine and boom, a lot of people are directed directly into what we have to offer.
And that blog, by the way, it's www.nvamc.com?
That's our website, www.nvamc.com, which is North Valley Anger Management Consultants. We also go directly out into the world, and there are people that are, unfortunately, arrested for maybe battery on a spouse, or maybe an assault, or sometimes people even maybe making a criminal threat by threatening their neighbor over something. And we have a direct link through police blogs, and we go straight to the public to say, hey, you know, we're here to help. We're here to help.
Yeah, yeah. And of course, you do also offer one-on-one classes and one-on-one and classes.
Yes, and the group classes typically are for those that are referred from a court system, and they're 1 hour long for the anger management, 2 hours long for the batterers course, which is mandated by California law. With our individual sessions, those are more like executive coaching. We do have high-profile clients come in. They don't want to be
in a big group.
Next to their neighbors, where people might know them. They want to have their privacy protected, and so they come in, and those are 1 hour long, and that's the way we work it so that we can keep their attention span together.
Perfect. Well, thanks for letting us put it in a short, condensed time frame, because it is important that you're able to communicate effectively with others. And those that want to reach Brad, phone number 888-992-6479.
That's it, Fred.
Thanks so much. Appreciate it. Brad Klimovich, the Managing Director for the North Valley Anger Management Consultants. We're going to jump to a quick break, and we'll be right back.